sustainable textiles, according to me, would mean the textiles that are being made are not harming the environment, not harming the people who are manufacturing it, and in turn can be recycled without having any chemicals in them.
Craft as an industry is slowly dying, and to sustain it we need to bring it to the standard where it can sustain itself in a place like the park.
When we started talking about this park in 2006, people were not even convinced that we could do such project, that 20 exporters of similar nature can come together in one place.
Because here we're taking it to a different level, where you're giving technical inputs, where you're giving a better environment, which are the requirements both of the export market and slowly growing in the domestic market too. Because everybody now has become conscious of the social responsibilities, the environmental responsibilities, the resources that we are using, the human resource, water resource, material resources that we're using. So when you take all that into consideration, a place like the park gives a kind of springboard.
The purpose of the project was to look at building sustainable textiles for the markets and looking at the occupational health and safety of the artisans, keeping in mind the challenges that have been faced due to the lack of support either from the state governments as well as from the different agencies looking at development of textiles.
Most of the printing units in India are situated next to the water bodies, and they have slowly died, or I would say the printing vanished because less water was available. We realized that the water table is going down in Jaipur, and we have to conserve water, and we have to make sure that the water, we are not abusing the water. And this is where the concept of this park started in 2003, where we thought we could recycle the water, and it was difficult for an individual to set up a treatment plant. So we wanted at least 20 to 30 people to come together to make this treatment plant viable.
This is the first stage of RO plant. Now I will show you the permeate water. We can drink this water.
When we were building the training component into the project, we realized that women folk thought that working from home is going to be easier for them. But later on, as the women were trained on block printing skills and they realized that there is a seasonality to the business, they don't get the same kind of work all throughout the year. They were keen to get a job into the park, and also the kind of skills. They would definitely improve their skills by moving out and having to learn from the others.
The first thing that they usually know is a very, very straight stitch. So the first thing that I started doing with all these women was to get them to do straight stitches, where we could even use fabric which was sort of left over, and you kind of layer it, and the texture that is achieved.
The artisans were given knowledge about what are the kind of gears that they can use for protecting their bodies, and to look at the surroundings of work that they have so that they do not harm their own health in the long run.
So far we've had hurdles in setting up the park, but we are gradually and slowly overcoming them. With a lot of support from different agencies, I think we are trying to achieve our goal.